If you're looking for a rural neighborhood in this Fargo-Moorhead region with big lots, a ton of space, and houses with a ton of extra garage space, this is a place for you. Today I'm in Reiles Acres. It's actually its own city here in the northwest corner of the Fargo-Moorhead region. Right behind me is the Reiles Acres City Center. Reiles Acres is actually its own town with around 700 people that has its own mayor and city commission that meets in this building right behind me once a month. So now let's go check out this neighborhood of Reiles Acres here in Fargo, North Dakota. So you flip our camera around, you can immediately see huge houses on huge lots. The lots here in Reiles Acres start at half an acre and go all the way up to an acre and a half. The lots here in Reiles Acres are huge. And another thing about the houses, you'll constantly see 3, 4, 5, and sometimes even 6 garage stalls on all the houses built here in Reiles Acres. This is Reiles Park. And you can just hear all the birds chirping. And if I just be quiet for a minute. Spring is here in Reiles Acres. So you have this nice little playground right here, right by the city center behind me, where the city commission and mayor meet once a month. You can see we have swing sets, jungle gym, playground right here. This is one of the 3 parks here in Reiles Acres. Now, even though Reiles Acres is only a town of around 700, 800 people, it still has 3 parks within the town. So let's go check out the other side of this park right here in the middle called Reiles Park. So again, this is the city commission building. Meet once a month. You can look out to the nice parking lot here. And if you guys want more information on the houses available in this Reiles Acres town, you can reach out to me, Zach Dakota, the real estate agent with the Living in Fargo-Moorhead YouTube channel, and you can reach me by scheduling a call through the link in the description, or just reaching out to my phone number, which will be on the screen now. And I'd be happy to give you more information on all the houses for sale in Reiles Acres and anywhere else in this Fargo-Moorhead region. This is the other side of the park. Basketball court right here, volleyball court, net's not set up. Then way over there, you have a baseball field and a parking lot that is in progress right now. Now let's zoom out and take a little Google Maps view of why this is a desirable town to live in here in Fargo, North Dakota, of Reiles Acres, a small town on the outside northwest region of this Fargo-Moorhead metro. Let's go take a look. Reiles Acres is located up on the northwestern side of this Fargo-Moorhead region, way up here. We can see, as again, like I said, population of around 600, 700 people. And immediately, just as you look at Reiles Acres, you can see how big the lots are. And you can look how much space every yard has here on this map as we look at the Google Maps view of Reiles Acres. Tons of space, tons of mature trees that, like, if I go over into Fargo over here, up in Northport, look how close these houses are together, especially when you compare it to over in Reiles Acres here in North Dakota. Now again, Reiles Acres, it's a rural community, yet you have really good access to everything here in Fargo-Moorhead. Being right next to I-29. Either go up to 40th Avenue Northwest, depending on what side of Reiles Acres you live on, or you can go all the way down to 19th Avenue North, hop right on I-29, go all the way down to wherever you want to in Fargo, downtown Fargo, the mall, West Acres, all the way down to 32nd, 52nd, all the way up down to Horace. You can go anywhere from I-29 here at Reiles Acres in Fargo, North Dakota. Now this is what makes Reiles Acres so desirable, is its great location. Because as you can look, here's the industrial part, kind of a North Fargo, and then here's Reiles Acres. It's surrounded by fields, mostly. There's a little bit of industrial right on the southern side and south, but mostly Reiles Acres is surrounded by fields, because that's what it was at one time. Reiles Acres was just a field before 1977 when that city was founded. A couple houses down on this side, but again, as it kept getting built up more and more, Reiles Acres grew. Then up here, it's continuing to grow north. New Haven. This is a new development up here with lots are now available. Some of them are already sold, but there's a lot still available. I'll talk a little bit about that more later in this video when I talk about the housing prices and what the housing market in Reiles Acres actually looks like here in Fargo, North Dakota, so stay tuned for that. But now we're just looking at Reiles Acres right here, and this neighborhood has 3 parks in it. We were just in the city center park right down here where they hold the city council meetings with the mayor and the city commission. And there's also 2 other parks here in Reiles Acres. The first being this one right here. Let's go take a look. Next, I'm here at Lakeview Park, the second of the 3 parks here in Reiles Acres, even though the population is only 700 people. We can take a look at this park. We have a nice little seating area with some shade and this huge playground over here. tetherball net. And again, we can look around at all the houses around this neighborhood. Huge lots and a lot of mature trees. That's not something you're going to find anywhere over in the West Fargo-Moorhead area, is mature trees with big lots and a lot of garage stalls here in Fargo, North Dakota and Reiles Acres. We can see this is a pretty decently sized playground here in Reiles Acres. And we can take a look around at the houses around here too. Again, huge houses on big lots with a lot of mature trees. Now the houses here in Reiles Acres can range from the mid 400,000s all the way up to $1 million plus. And even on the north side of Reiles Acres, there's still some lots available to be built on by its brand new homeowners. Now, if you want more information on the homes available here in Reiles Acres, or you're thinking of making a move to or from this area of Fargo, North Dakota, you can reach out to me by scheduling a call through the link in the description, or just by shooting me a text to my phone number on the screen now. And you can see this is the Lakeview Park, the second of the 3 parks here in Fargo, North Dakota. Nice, huge, good size here in Reiles Acres. Now let's head right back up to the Google Maps tour, go check out the 3rd park here in Reiles Acres. Now that we saw the second of the 3 parks here in Reiles Acres, let's head over to the 3rd and newest park on the newest side of Reiles Acres. So when Reiles Acres was first founded, it was kind of some houses down in this area on the southern side of Reiles Acres. And as it grew in popularity, more houses were being built. It continued to grow north up to the northern side, which is the newer side in Reiles Acres. Certain Google Maps views of this area will have this whole entire section right here, 38th Avenue North, 50th Street North, up to 39.5 Avenue North. This will also be a field on some Google Maps and some maps. But these houses are built brand new within the past 4 or 5 years, and this is the newer side of Reiles Acres. There is a ton of new houses scattered all throughout this area because there's some lots that were available to be bought. But the Reiles Acres, generally how it goes, is these are the older houses, 70s, 80s, 90s. Then as you go up newer and newer, all the way up to this new development up here, New Haven at Reiles Acres. Lots are now being sold now. There's like 1 or 2 houses in here, but there's more being sold and more being built eventually into these years in the future. So this is the park up here. As you can see, there's a baseball field. This is the newer park of the 3. Let's go check that out now. This is the 3rd of the 3 parks, Park 9, over here on the northern side of Reiles Acres. We got 45th Street North running over there. That's kind of the main road of how you would get to and from Reiles Acres and over eventually to the interstate. Really easy access to the interstate from this town of Reiles Acres here in North Dakota. Then over here we can look and see this park. This is the newest of the 3 parks. Tons of playground space, baseball field, nice baseball field over here. And the city of Reiles Acres was founded in 1977 over here, and was some farmland before with the name Reile, which is why it's named Reiles Acres. That's the thing about Reiles Acres. Maybe you can see it, maybe not. Way in the distance over there is the interstate. So you have 40th Street North, then you have the interstate way over there. So really easy access to the whole entire Fargo-Moorhead region here in Reiles Acres, the town just northwest of the Fargo-Moorhead Metro. Now that's something you really don't see that often, having big lots with a lot of garage stalls, shops, a lot of space, kind of rural living. Yet you're really close to the Fargo-Moorhead Metro. It only takes, 10-15 minutes to get to downtown Fargo from Reiles Acres. So it's really accessible, and that's why it's so desirable, and people love to live here in Reiles Acres. So we have the baseball field over here in Park 9, the actual park right here. Then over on the other side, we actually have 4 square courts and a basketball court here in Reiles Acres. Now these parks are really, really popular, especially during the evenings and during the summers here in Fargo, North Dakota, as we come up on the spring and summer months here in Fargo. You can see the basketball court over here. 4 square courts right over here. Now as we kind of take a drive around this Reiles Acres town, you'll see what I'm talking about. Big houses, big lots, a lot of garage stalls, and a lot of space that you're not going to find anywhere else in this whole entire Fargo-Moorhead region that is available here in Reiles Acres. So now let's go take a little tour of all the houses in this area. Again, if you want more information on anything, just shoot me a message. I'd be happy to help. Let's go check those out now. So now that we kind of got a look at the 3 main parks here in Reiles Acres, as you know, Reiles Acres does not have a Walmart. It does not have a grocery store. It doesn't even have a gas station. So you're going to need to travel into Fargo to go to those types of things. But the great thing is, it's a really great location just because of how close you are to I-29. Just go up to 40th Avenue Northwest here, get on I-29, go down to wherever you need to go. Hector International Airport's right here, or you can come all the way down to 19th Avenue, go over to Hector International Airport, all the restaurants over here, and all the gas stations and that sort of thing. So no, there is not any really amenities in Reiles Acres, but you have really good access to all that Fargo-Moorhead has to offer, being so close to the interstate. And that's the great thing about Reiles Acres, it's being in close proximity to everything here in this Fargo-Moorhead region. But again, offering those big lots, big shops, a ton of mature trees all over the place that you don't see anywhere else in this Fargo-Moorhead region, this close to Fargo. Now that you kind of got a little Google Maps overview of this region, let's take a little drive around Reiles Acres and you can see the houses, see the area, and see why it's a great place to live. So let's go check that out now. Now that you got a feel of the area, you kind of see some houses as we took a little drive around, you've seen the parks, you know where we're at. Now you need to know the housing market information for Reiles Acres, small town on the northwest side of this Fargo-Moorhead community here in North Dakota. Now we're gonna jump right into some housing market information and stats so you know what houses are selling for and how you can get into your own house here in Reiles Acres. And again, if you're interested in any housing information or any more information about anything Reiles Acres or any other neighborhood here in Fargo-Moorhead, you can reach out to me, Zach Sikora, by giving me a call or shooting me a text or just going through my calendar link in the description below to get yourself right into my calendar, like so many other people have through the channel looking to get more information. This is the median estimated property value for Reiles Acres here in North Dakota. We can see it's $588,860. Now again, if you know the Fargo-Moorhead real estate market, we're gonna go to the next slide actually to see the Fargo market. This is a lot higher than the average price of a home in Fargo. Now, of course, this is for good reason, and it makes sense. If you have lots that are half an acre to 0.7 acres to over an acre, you have mature trees, you have 3, 4, 5, or even 6 car stalls and garage stalls, or you have an RV garage, your house is going to be more expensive than the houses in Fargo that are 1 or 2 stall garage. They have no mature trees, they have no yard. It's going to be more expensive because it's more desirable and it's better. So that's just something you need to know. It's more of a luxury area here in Fargo, North Dakota that people really, really desire. And as you'll see, these houses really don't come up that often. But you'll see that as we go through. This is the estimated property value of homes in Fargo, North Dakota. As we can see, 353, 588 to 353. That's a pretty significant jump. But of course, for good reason, the homes in Reiles Acres are kind of unique, set apart, and there's nothing like them anywhere in Fargo, North Dakota. Now this is Reiles Acres right here, kind of this square, 224 single family homes. Now I'm going to jump into a little bit of the age of the homes and how this development has kind of grown over the years. I talked a little bit about it before, but I'm going to kind of go into a little bit more depth as we look forward in this video. So this is Reiles Acres right here, got a new view on this Google Maps. So again, like I mentioned before, kind of this section down here was a section when Reiles Acres was first created. This whole thing used to be a field right here. As you can see, there's still a field up on the top here. But this part down here was the first edition of Reiles Acres. So houses down here, you'll see built in the 70s, 80s, 90s. There's a couple sprinkled in that are brand new or newer based on when lots were sold and when people came in and bought them and such. Then as you kind of go more and more higher on this map, you know, you'll have 2000s, early 2000s, late 1990s, 2010s, As you keep going up and keep going up, this field right here is all houses now. And this field up here is all houses now. So those are, the last 5 years they were built. Then all the way up here, this field is actually a brand new development. There's like 2 or 3 houses on there right now. There's a lot of land and a lot of plots to be sold on this land for people to, again, build houses. This is New Haven of Reiles Acres. So as you can see, kind of starting from the bottom here in Reiles Acres, as we go north, the houses become newer and newer, with Reiles Acres growing north here in North Dakota. And again, just from looking at this Google Maps view, you can see how big these houses are. A lot of them have pools. See pool here, pool here, pool here, pool here. A lot of them have extra shops, 3-car garages, shops down here, these 3, that one. This one has a shop, 4, 5, 6 stall car garages, mature trees, parks, another pool, in a really quiet and really rural area that is kind of unique to this Fargo-Moorhead metro, even though it's its own town in a suburb of Fargo. You're not going to find something like this anywhere in Fargo, or really anywhere in North Dakota, being this close to all the amenities Fargo has to offer, yet still getting that rural feel of being a rural town here in North Dakota. So that was kind of a little bit of an overview of the age of the homes in Reiles Acres. As you can see, this area right here, it's brand new. Google Maps hasn't even rendered in the houses yet. Then this new development up here, and if you stay tuned till the end of this video, I'll actually give you more information on the new development, what that cost is, and if you want more information on how you can get in to Reiles Acres to build your own custom home. Now I'm going to go into the stats a little bit so you see how often these houses actually come up, what they're selling for, that sort of thing. This is the new listings in Reiles Acres. And as you can tell, with only 224 homes that are really desirable, that people love to stay in, these houses do not come on the market that often. We can see there's 2 here in 2025 so far, and maybe one or two a month. Seems like during the busier seasons of the real estate market, 2022 here, so spring, summer, late fall, then summer, then spring, summer, spring. So maybe 1 or 2 more this spring or the summer, but that's kind of going to be it for the year. And this is the next graph that shows the number of total homes for sale. This was the new listings in a month. And you'll see, maybe 1, maybe 2 routinely gets to 0 houses available in Reiles Acres. Because, when these houses come on the market, there's high demand for them because there's nothing like this in Fargo. So they sell quickly. So again, like right now in Reiles Acres, I know there's 2. This only has 1 because it's a month behind the way these graphs are made. But there's 2 now in Reiles Acres available. But again, they could sell in 2 weeks and now there would be none again. So you really have to move quickly if you're thinking of moving to Reiles Acres or something similar to that here in Fargo, North Dakota. Because these houses, they do not come up that often. And when they do, people snatch them up quick. So these are the 2 houses for sale right now in Reiles Acres. You can see one up on the northwest side, a newer construction build, then one down here, probably built early 2000s, if I were to guess, but only 2 available in Reiles Acres right now. Now, if you want more information on these 2 houses available here in Reiles Acres, just shoot me a quick email. Just say, hey, Zach, looking for some more information on those houses available in Reiles Acres. And I'll send you all the information you need. The price, the square foot, the lot size, yard size, and we can even go take a look at them in person if that's what you're interested in doing. Shoot me a quick email or shoot me a quick text, asking for more information. I'd be happy to give that to you. Next, I'm going to go into a little bit of the new development just north of Reiles Acres. New Haven of Reiles Acres is what it's called. So that development is up here, kind of in this blue square. I already touched on it and talked a little bit about before. There's like 1 or 2 houses that have already been built in this development, but a lot of these lots are for sale. They're ready to be people to move into, to buy and build their own custom home here in New Haven of Reiles Acres. And this is actually the plot map. You can see New Haven of Reiles Acres, first and second edition. These dark, kind of blackish ones are the ones that have already sold. And you can see all these pink, blue, yellowish ones are ones available for people to buy and build on here in New Haven of Reiles Acres. And these lots, guys, they're 1/2 acre, 1/7 of an acre. They're big lots. These corner lots can even get above, 0.8 of an acre, 0.9 of an acre. These lots are huge. You're not going to find that anywhere else in this Fargo-Moorhead metro. And if you want more information, again, on those lots, the houses you saw earlier, or any house for sale in this Fargo-Moorhead region, you can go ahead and click this link in my bio. This is my Shortly link. Give you all the information about me. I have a free home buyer guide, free home seller guide, free relocation guide to this Fargo-Moorhead metro. And if you actually even want to go see a house that you see listed for sale, you can go ahead and schedule that right into my calendar and we can go take a look at that house. You can find this link in the description. Thanks for watching this video on kind of this unique community that is unheard of here in the North Dakota and Fargo-Moorhead region, which is Reiles Acres. If you have any more questions, comments, concerns, or just give me some of your thoughts of what you thought about this style of video, I do not do them that often. Feel free to leave that in the comments below. Thanks for watching.